The rain was pouring hard that night, the kind that makes the roads blur and the world feel colder than it is. Amir wiped the grease from his hands and was about to close his small auto shop when he saw her, standing in the middle of the empty street, wearing a soaked wedding dress, trembling like she didn't belong in this world anymore. For a moment, he thought his tired eyes were playing tricks on him. A bride? Alone? At this hour? But then she took a step forward and collapsed. Amir ran without thinking. "Hey, are you okay?" He shouted, kneeling beside her. Her makeup had streaked down her face, her lips pale, her breathing uneven. She looked shattered, not just physically, but deeply, emotionally broken. He carefully lifted her and carried her into his workshop, placing her on the old couch he used for short naps between long shifts. He wrapped her in a blanket and turned on the heater. For a few minutes, he just stood there, unsure what to do next. Ever since his wife passed away 2 years ago, Amir had kept his distance from people. Life had taught him that getting close meant losing more. So he buried himself in work, fixing engines, ignoring the silence waiting for him at home. But something about this woman, it stirred something he thought he had buried forever. When she finally opened her eyes, fear flashed across her face. Where am I?" She whispered. "You're safe," Amir said gently. "You collapsed outside. I run this place. You were freezing." She sat up slowly, clutching the blanket tightly around her. Tears began to form again. I had nowhere else to go." Amir didn't push. He just handed her a cup of warm tea. "Take your time." For a while, there was only silence, broken by the sound of rain hitting the tin roof. Then she spoke. "My name is Alina," she said, her voice trembling. "Today was supposed to be my wedding day." Amir listened quietly. "I found out, just hours before the ceremony, that he was marrying me for money. He had another woman. They were laughing about it." Her voice cracked. "I felt like my whole life was a lie." Amir looked down, feeling a familiar ache in his chest. He knew what it felt like when life suddenly pulled everything away from you. "I ran," she continued. "I didn't even think. I just ran in this dress. I didn't care where I was going. I just couldn't stay there." Her tears fell freely now. Amir sat beside her, not too close, but close enough that she didn't feel alone. "Sometimes," he said softly, "walking away is the bravest thing you can do." She looked at him, surprised. "You really think so?" He nodded. "I lost my wife 2 years ago. After that, nothing made sense. People kept telling me to move on like it was that simple. But pain doesn't work like that." He paused. "What matters is that you're still here. You survived today." Alina stared at him, her eyes softening. For the first time since she woke up, she looked seen. The night turned into morning as they tell.